Hey. Hey, are you there?
Get a bucket and a mop for this.
Hey, are you there?
Oh, lovely. There you go. Thank you, Dad.
Alright, carry on.
Hey, can you hear me? I think I'm losing you.
I look like I'm gonna crash a school bus into a bank in Gotham, dude. Alright, you know what? It's time. I gotta make a call. Hello?
Yatsu! Hello?
Yeah, Ma. So I was walking down the street and she said, "Hey, can I have all your pennies?" And I was like, "Pennies got discontinued. You know, I don't have any pennies on me." That was really weird. One second, Mom. I'm getting another call here. Hello? 6, 7.
Yo, who the hell calls people anymore? What is this shit? Yo, new phone, who dis? Hello?
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 Meow, meow, meow. Hello?
Hey, are you there?
Hey. It's time.
Yo, what? It's time?
It's time?
It's time?
It's time.
Right now?
I'll be right there.
Meow, 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 meow.
Jesus Christ. It's Dalton Stream.
I suppose I could take some time out of my busy schedule to come join.
It's time?
Yep, it is just about time.
Oh yeah, it's on.
Right better than me. Got it. I'll be right there.
It's time?
That's absolutely right.
Tell them we're only in if we're throwing water balloons at him again.
Okay, you wait right there, Pookie. I'm on my way.
Oh, these taxes! I'm there!
Dude, I'll be right there. Give me a sec.
That's right. It's the return of the 24-hour charity stream.
Hey, I think someone's trying to get a hold of you.
No, that's just the wind. Don't worry about that.
For the uninitiated, the 24-hour charity stream is an annual event I host on my Twitch channel, started in 2021 with my good friend Shelby. I had been creating content for about 8 or 9 months at that point, and even though I thought no one would show up, no one would watch, no one would support, Shelby really pushed me to host a charity event and use my platform to do a little bit of good in the world. 5 years later, it's safe to say I'm so incredibly grateful to Shelby for pushing me out of my comfort zone, because we've gotten to raise thousands of dollars over 5 events, and this has become my favorite piece of content that I produce every year. Every June, I go live for a full 24 hours, and all money and donations that we receive during that time goes straight to a charitable organization in celebration and in support of Pride Month. This is now the 6th year in a row that we're doing this event, and I'm so grateful and honored that I get to use my platform in this way, and that so many people come out to support this cause. So that begs the obvious question, when and where does it happen? This year's charity stream is taking place on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/dalt1, on Saturday, June 6th, starting at noon Eastern. The stream's gonna last a full 24 hours, so starts at noon, ends on noon Sunday. Our goal is to raise $2,000 this year, but we'll talk about that later. For now, let me introduce you to the organization we're supporting. This year, we are supporting GLYS for the charity stream, which stands for Growing LGBTQ+ Youth Support. They're an organization in my hometown that makes an impact every single day. But don't just take my word for it. Let's hear from the organization themselves. Jared, do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Jerica C, or folks call me Jare. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm the Youth Drop-In Programs Coordinator at GLYS. So I organize all of the youth programming that we do in-house directly to our youth. GLYS Western New York stands for Growing LGBTQ Youth Support. We provide youth and family programming for LGBTQ youth, their friends, and their families in all 8 counties of Western New York. And we offer a wide variety of support programs and services, as well as some yearly events to everybody within our mission area. We have a variety of programs that are focused for the LGBTQ plus youth population of Western New York. Our primary age range is 5 through 21. I specifically work with youth between the ages of like 12 and 21 through our drop-in center program, which is our primary program model. So that's from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And all of our programming is under a drop-in model for the most part, which means that anybody who is within our client base, who is, just within the age range of 12 to 21 can come and drop in anytime. We're not checking your gay card at the door or anything like that. You don't have to prove how queer you are to receive any of our services, but you can just come hang out. And that primary program of drop-in kind of lets us have a hub, like an umbrella for the rest of our programming. So we do some other work, working with school GSAs, and working with families and caregivers. We have a trans and gender non-conforming support group that meets twice a month, the first and third Tuesday every month. And we also have a group for parents of trans and gender non-conforming youth to kind of talk about what they're going through and stuff that they're looking at. And we have my coworkers and other folks at GLYS work in different specific program areas to try and give the most robust support network we can for LGBTQ youth in Western New York, and especially in Buffalo, but also in the more rural areas around us.
Let's say that I'm a viewer tuning into this live stream when it takes place in June, and I want to donate to it. Would you be able to speak to where a donation would go? Like, what is my $25 donation going to do to help GLYS?
Most of the time, that money goes directly to support our programming, if not directly to our youth in terms of the programs that we service, or stuff like access to gender-affirming supplies. It goes into being able to service our staff. So like things like reimbursements for driving folks to appointments, driving them to access different kinds, like if they need help with social services or anything like that. We're somebody who is trained to do those things with them, to help them through those processes. Any money that goes to us goes right back into our programming, and goes into servicing our population. So it might be something like that that's a little more, structured, taking them to an appointment, but it also might be going towards our budget for like our queer prom that we do every year, where we invite all of the school GSAs in Western New York to come bring their kids and have a prom that's just for them. Whatever you donate, it will go to a LGBTQ plus youth in Western New York to help them, access all of the things that we're trying to access. It might end up going towards applesauce, or it might end up towards a new binder, or it might end up going towards, getting them to an appointment, but it gets to them.
So if someone is watching this video and they want to learn more about GLYS, where can they find more information?
Yeah, so you can find more information on our website, glyswny.org. And then there's a section on the website where you can contact us directly. You can also find us on Instagram. I don't remember the handle off the top of my head, but I'm sure you'll put it in the Chiron. And you can also visit us in person at 741 Main Street, Buffalo, New York. Our operating hours are around like 10 to 4 on weekdays. Just, please be within our target demographic.
We're going to come back to Jare and GLYS in a little bit, because right now I want to talk about the schedule. 24 hours is a really long time, and I want to assure you we've got plenty of fun and engaging activities to fill up that entire time for your viewing pleasure. Now, I always like to kick off these streams with some sort of getting to know you activity. In the past, we've done questionnaires, we've done game shows, and this year we're trying something a little different. We're playing a game of code names, all with words that are related to me, Dalton. Following code names, my brother and I are busting out the digital cardboard, we're hopping over to Dueling Book, and we're playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Draft matches. We haven't decided the specific format yet, but I think we're looking at either 2014, 16-ish, or 2012's Battle Pack 2 War of the Giants. Those might seem like two very random eras of Yu-Gi-Oh! To pick from, but those are two very significant eras of Yu-Gi-Oh! For us, both when we were first getting into the game and when we first started getting competitively into the game. Neither of those metas were perfect, believe me, but we look back on it fondly, and we thought it would be cool to kind of throw back to it for this stream. Right after that, Bindo and I are going to be playing Portal 1 together. Now, the cultured of you are asking, Dalton, that's a single player game. How are the two of you going to play it together? And I have a very fun answer that involves 2 gamers and 1 DualShock 4 controller.
I thought we were doing keyboard and mouse.
Well, that wouldn't be as fun.
Oh. Ooh. I didn't know that.
You don't sound excited. Anyways, after that fiasco, we are booting up Minecraft for a bingo race. If you've never seen a bingo board stream or video, not just in Minecraft, but in any game, it's essentially a competition where you and another person or another team are competing against each other to complete random objectives in your game on a bingo board. The first team to complete X number of lines or complete the majority of objectives on the board wins. And what do they win in this case? I don't know, but they win. Following Minecraft, you know it, you love it, it's Jackbox time. Or I guess more vaguely, party games in general. We are going to be touching in a Jackbox, yeah, but we're also going to be playing Gartic Phone and Scribblio, so if you love drawing games like that, make sure you swing by around 7. The activity on the stream that I'm most excited for by a metric mile, however, is Dungeons and Dragons, which takes place at 9 p.m. This is my first time ever DMing a campaign, and I'm really nervous about it, but I'm also so excited to show you guys the story that I've been working on. And if you want a sneak peek of what's to come during that campaign and see what the story's all about, we're actually doing a session 0 sometime this month over on my Twitch channel, so go follow there and make sure you don't miss out on it. And if we raise enough money, we will continue this campaign longer than just being a one-shot, but more on that later. Following Dungeons and Dragons is what I'd like to call the graveyard shift of the charity stream, the 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. period. Classically, that timing of the stream is usually the hardest part of it for me. Audience engagement is down, you're starting to get tired, you're starting to get grumpy, but it's always easier when you've got someone there with you, and I'm so happy to share that Lewis is joining me for a 3rd time this year. Last year we did a raid crawl in Destiny 2, and now that our clan is sort of phased out of Destiny, we decided to shake it up. We are going to be playing Slay the Spire 2's co-op for about 5 hours straight. I just downloaded Slay the Spire 1 maybe a week and a half ago, and I've already logged 16 hours in the game, so I think this will keep me occupied for 5 hours. And then right at the very end of that, when we're kind of getting out of Slay the Spire, we're going to take an hour, and we're going to fill out a Pokemon starter tier list. We just got 3 new starters in the game, and I thought it would be fun to go through and rank them all, reassess how we love some of these classic Pokemon, and talk about what we think about some of the new ones. And as the sun finally crests on a brand new day, I'll be having some special guests join me at 6 a.m. My parents. Yeah, I'm not kidding. We're gonna play some Wii Sports at 6 in the morning. I think that's a good activity to get the lactic acid flowing and really just kind of wake up on the right side of the bed. Even if I am not waking up and I've been awake for 20 hours at that point. Either way, our family played a ton of Wii Sports back in the day. It was probably the game that we've played most on the Wii as a whole family. So it's very special to us and we're gonna have some fun with it, I think. And right after that, when a few more people are awake in the world, we are going to be bringing back a charity stream classic, Pokemon drawing from memory. It is exactly as simple as it sounds. A judge is gonna name a Pokemon and all of the artists are going to have to draw it as best as they can from memory. And once the clock strikes 10, we are entering a territory that I like to refer to as the giveaway hour. That, once again, is as simple as it sounds. There are a bunch of giveaways that I'm offering during the stream, which we'll talk about in the next section of this video, but all of those are going to be taking place during that 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. block. Some of them are going to take place on a wheel spin. Some of them I'm just going to pick a random chatter. Some of them we might do some marbles. I haven't really decided yet, but I do know it's going to be fun. So if you want to win some free show up at 10. And finally, to send off the stream with a bang, we are bringing back the water balloon firing squad. Single-handedly, this was probably my favorite portion of the entire stream last year, just getting to hang out in the backyard, get pummeled with water balloons right at the very end of things. Just chatting with everyone waiting to see the end of the stream was so meaningful and fun to me. It also felt like the perfect, explosive, climactic event to end things off on, so I knew I had to bring it again. And that rounds out our schedule. With that, let's go talk about some donation incentives and milestones. Our schedule of events isn't the only entertaining, exciting thing happening on the stream because we've got donation incentives and milestones. Let's start with the former. Think of donation incentives as personalized rewards for your donation. You pay me a donation and you get a little something in return. If you donate me $5, you can give me a song request and I'll add it to the Spotify queue so long as it's not AI slop or hateful or Kanye or falling in reverse or Kanye.
For $10, your name goes on a hat.
Specifically, this hat. And we're gonna be giving this away at the end of the stream, but more on that later. For $15, I am bringing back a fan favorite activity of the charity stream. One of the first things we ever did on the charity stream, that being The Wheel of Pain. Right here, you can see a whole wheel full of consequences and horrible things that can happen to me. And for a $15 donation, I'll spin that once, and whatever it lands on, that's how fate had it.
For $25, you can become VIP in Dalton's chat.
It's a prestige to wear as a badge of honor in the Dalt1 chat. And for $50, I'm bringing back another classic. I will draw a portrait of you in MS Paint. Editor Dalton, put a few examples of past MS Paint portraits on the screen right now. This is one of my favorite things we've done in the past 2 or 3 years of charity streams. It's just so silly to do it in the moment and then see people's reactions when I get to send them out after. I think I've done a portrait of you once or twice.
You've done it both times, and it's been amazing. It was my profile picture for a very long time on Discord.
We've also got plenty of donation milestones that we're looking to achieve. Whereas donation incentives are personalized rewards for your specific donation, think of milestones as a community goal that everyone is trying to achieve with their donations. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing right now, so if you wanna take a look at it, pause the video, it's on screen right now. But I do wanna take a moment and pull out a few of my personal favorites from this year's list. Oh, I like ordering a pizza for a random chatter every year. I think I stole that one from Lud.
You didn't do it last year.
No, I did. I ordered Lewis stuffed crust pizza.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where I came up with this one, but Dalton applies to a random job is kind of becoming one of my favorites. Like, I just want people to send a bunch of Indeed links in my Twitch chat that are just wildly unrealistic and just fucking apply to something.
Apply to be a Harvard law professor.
Yeah, right.
Ooh, you can get an autographed Dalton or daltonirl video script.
I like that one too. I don't know. I don't know how many takers there'll be on that one, but I've written a few scripts that I'm proud of. Oh, big one, 1,300. If we hit that amount of money, we will continue the D&D campaign. Not to spoil too much, but I've been working on a campaign with my buddy Justin, and I was a little nervous that I had written too little. Turns out I've written too much. A lot too much for a one shot. In the event that we hit $1,300, we will continue the D&D campaign on stream over the next few months. 1,600, Dalton eats a Pokemon card.
Can you get like diseases from that? Don't they put like chemicals on the card?
I don't know, we're gonna find out.
For $5,000, you get to film Dalton go to the hospital for eating a Pokemon card.
Yeah, $5,000 is the hospital vlog. And of course, at $2,000, our penultimate goal, a goal that my girlfriend is over the moon happy with, I will do a maid outfit stream. This year, in addition to our penultimate $2,000 goal though, we have stretch goals because sometimes we exceed the amount of money that we're trying to raise, and I wanna have more incentives there as a result. So for $2,500, I will unironically listen to the Chainsmokers, which I'm not looking forward to doing. For $3,000, I will eat another Pokemon card because one just wasn't enough to satiate me. For $3,500, I will play FNAF Sister Location, which if you've seen any of my past FNAF videos and streams,
% every like 20 seconds, probably less.
Oh my fuck, why? Oh my fuck, why?
Try clicking down. Oh yeah.
Oh my
bad news.
They're so much fun.
If we hit $4,000 by some miracle, I will get a buzz cut, and if we hit 5K, I will bleach dye my buzz.
If we get 5K, you're gonna have Eminem.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
So those are our main donation incentives and milestones for the stream, but we've got one more donation incentive. Merchandise! We got stuff. We got shirts. We got hats. We got stickers for your water bottle. And we got, that's it. We got those 3 things. This is something that I kind of wanted to do last year and ran out of time for. And this year, I really got ahead of it. We got to collaborate with some awesome artists. My good friend Aiden, who you've seen in videos, and a new friend, Elijah, who got to do some artwork for us. And let me just say, it looks just wonderful.
Really cool.
Look at that. Look at that. All of this merch is available right now. You can find the link in the description. It's only gonna be available until the stream ends. So if you wanna pick it up, get it sooner rather than later. And of course, to state the obvious, any money that we make from the sale of these clothing items is gonna go straight to our total amount raised for GLYS. To be fully transparent with you, I don't make a lot off of these items. It's usually $2 or $3 per shirt or hat or sticker set, but I did still want to put out some merch for it anyways because a few of my friends have been requesting for it, and it's a physical representation of what you did to help out our cause. So if you want to pick up some merch, you know where to find the link. I'm also going to be giving away this hat. Early in the donation incentives, we talked about how if you donate $10, you can get your name signed on a hat. It's going to be this one. We're going to give it away at the end of the stream. So if you want to earn some free merch, this could be yours. High quality. So if you want a cool piece of clothing or some stickers that helps support our cause and is a more lasting impression of your efforts, check out the link in the description and in the pinned comments to get yourself some merch. All right, back to you, Dalton. So those are all the important logistical details for this year's stream, but I want to take a moment before we close the video out to talk about why events like this are more important now than ever before. It's no secret that right now is a really scary and difficult time to be a member of the LGBTQ+ community, and in the past 11 months since last year's stream, things have only felt like they've gotten worse in the world. I work in news, so whether I like it or not, I'm staying up to date on what's happening in the world, and every day, it feels like there's a new, fresh, dystopian, horrific headline that feels like it came straight out of a Suzanne Collins novel. I could keep rambling, but Jare and I did talk about a little bit of this in our interview. I'm gonna let her take it from here because I think she sums it up a lot better than I can. I think right now is a pretty turbulent time to be a member of the LGBTQ+ community. Not just in America, but especially in America. So I kind of want to put you on the spot and ask why organizations like GLYS or something like the Pride Center of Western New York are so important right now more than ever for our local communities.
Something that we're seeing right now is that there's a lot of uncertainty for our youth. They're uncertain about their futures, both in a wider scale, but also in their day-to-day. There is a pretty high houselessness population within LGBTQ+ youth. That has always been the case, but we are seeing a rise in that, both in our area and also nationally. The Trevor Project has a statistic that the suicide rate for transgender youth goes down by 42% if they have just one supportive adult in their lives, who is affirming of themselves and their identity. A lot of what we do, even if it doesn't feel like it, is suicide prevention by just having a space where youth can feel community and connected to other youth who are experiencing some of the same things and have some of the same identity points as them, and just like grab a snack, play a game, hang out, helping folks access primary and specialty care, things like that, connecting them to other resources for food insecurity, housing insecurity, mental health services, that kind of stuff, gives them the ability to play on equal footing and equal playing ground to other people, to folks who don't share their gender or sexual minority status, so that they can live full and rich lives and have access to the things that they need to be able to grow. And that has always been the case. That has always been a need. But right now we are seeing in places outside of New York State, but also New York State too, some really both like hostile legislation being passed or propositioned that create a lot of barriers for some of the most disenfranchised and marginalized people. Through our services, we're really trying to combat and trying to make sure that there is a really diverse and well-encompassed support network for our youth. And a lot of times it's pretty simple. It's just letting them know that there are people who care. We try our best to connect them to as many services as possible to meet them where their needs are, because also trans people, queer people, LGBTQ+ people are not a monolith. All of their needs aren't the same. Queer identity is intersectional, which means that, people of all different backgrounds, races, genders, ethnicities, religious backgrounds, cultural backgrounds fall under that umbrella. So they all have a lot of different needs. We're just trying to do our best to create as much of a robust network as we can in our area, because a lot of the times those supports are the difference between, honestly, life and death for a lot of people. And so we're just trying to make sure that even through a turbulent time, that our youth know that there are people who care and that there are people who want to make sure that they're supported.
I know in the grand scheme of things, this event is on the smaller side, but if I can do a little bit of good for the world, if I can make things half a shade brighter, then this is all worth it. That's what it's always been about, ever since 2021 when Shelby and I hosted this event for the very first time. I've got a platform and I've got a voice, so I think I might as well use them to do some good. And I think that just about covers everything. My 24-hour charity stream takes place on Saturday, June 6th, starting at noon Eastern. The link to my Twitch channel is down in the description. I sincerely hope you'll join us in doing some good for the world.